ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Okay, yeah. Good morning, one and all. Thanking Dr. Muktinder for allowing me to talk in his platform. So thank you very much, sir. So you all know about Ophidia. I am in the materia medica aspect. So I'm not going to talk anything about materia medica, but related to materia medica and related to homeopathy and how we can relate it through nature. I am also, along with homeopathy, I am also observing nature and documenting about spiders, snakes, birds and all things from 12 years. So I am just sharing my personal view and whether the doctrine of signature, what we are actually representing in our materia medica, whether is it true, whether is it reliable, we'll just make some overall view on that. We'll proceed. So as you all know, there are 10 snake remedies in materia medica. So it's I will take few minutes to introduce that, though you all know about that. One is the Lachesis or a suru cuckoo snake. Second one is Naja. Third, Elaps, Crotalus horridus. Fifth is Crotalus cascavella. Sixth, Sencris and Bothrops, Vipera, Hydropis and Toxicophis. So in my practice, I'm at least using some out of 10, 5 to 6 remedies I'm using. Last 2 medicines even I was not aware of it. While preparing this presentation only I came to know about that. I have never used in my practice. So these are the major remedies what we are using. And you just observe all the 10 snake remedies. In all the 10 snake remedies are venomous snakes. So the first starting slide what you have seen here in my introduction, this snake is a bronze back snake which is a non-venomous snake. I have intentionally put a non-venomous snake here because in the majority of our all snake remedies, the snakes, what we see in total in the world, 90% are non-venomous snake and only 10% are venomous snake. And in that 10%, we are just using 10 venomous snakes. So out of this 10, only Naja is the Indian snake. All the others are non-Indian origin. And in India, we have a very few venomous snake. And if you want to list that, we are calling it as big 4. So one is the spectacled cobra, that is our Naja. Second is Russell's viper. Third one is the saw-scale viper and common krait. These 4 are causing major death in India. So these are considered as big 4. So more than road traffic accident, the number 1 death contributor is snake bite. So though we will just go a bit out of homeopathic topic, so that it is our general knowledge, and as a doctor we should know these 4 big snakes. First one is the Indian cobra or the spectacled cobra. These all are aware because this cobra is also having some divine character. Many are worshipping. So this majority of you all know this one. It's a precious hood. For some it is attractive, for some it may be very ferocious or maybe afraid. The second one is Russell's viper. This photo is clicked by me in my form. It's a totally camouflaged snake, and you can see here a snake which is completely merged with its surrounding. So we have to know about Russell's viper because our major remedy Lachesis is also from a viper family. So these both are almost related, and in the Indian viewpoint, if you know about Russell's viper, almost we can relate on Lachesis. Third one is saw-scale viper. I think Arsha ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? Yeah. Third one is saw-scale viper. While seeing this photo, many may see only some shoes there. That's the shoes of my friend. While clicking this photo, one of my friend came there. But the saw-scale viper is almost merged with the surrounding, and it is almost impossible to see. But out of 4 major snake bites, this soft-scale viper is the #1 contributor for death. It's a hemotoxic. The cobra, what you saw, was neurotoxic, and the vipers, both vipers are hemotoxic. To go more close up, you can see this one. This soft-scale viper speciality is they will just coil themselves like this, and while rubbing the body part only, they produce the sound. The sound is not produced through mouth. Rather, by rubbing the body part, they produce sound. And the fourth, another the painless bite. This snakes use. This is called common krait. So this is a purely nocturnal. All the other 3 can be diurnal. So, but this common krait is nocturnal. So, out of 4, the lesser contribution is by this common krait. But often the bite of this krait is unnoticed because it doesn't have any pain. So, it is more dangerous. Before going to hospital, the patient may die. So, while seeing common krait, we have to compare with another snake called common wolf snake. This common wolf snake and this common krait both looks very similar, but the common wolf snake is non-venomous, common krait is highly venomous. So another point while talking about snake, what we have to keep in mind is we have to call snake as always venomous rather than poisonous. Because when we eat a snake and if we die, that is the poisonous nature of the snake or a frog or a spider or anything. But when it bites, the venom injected by the snake causes death, not the poisonous nature. So we have to be very careful when talking about snakes. So snakes are always venomous, not poisonous. So this common wolf snake is non-venomous. I won't. You can just superficially see, but they both almost look similar, rather than the white band here. But the white band may be present even in common krait. So there is a hexagonal band in the center. So that is the major differentiating point of common krait. So rather, when you are very interested about that, you can just personally message me. You can collect number and you can personally message me. I can give you further details. So we shall move further, and now we will go to our major and the most wanted remedy, Lachesis. The Lachesis, in my clinical practice, I can't step a single day without Lachesis. So that much Lachesis, either in the acute cases or constitutionally, Lachesis is needed. And more about Lachesis from these days, we are hearing Dr. Muktinder about this. So I won't go much details on that. So if none of them have seen Lachesis, even I have not seen Lachesis. So there is an internet photo. So as you all know, Lachesis is called as Bushmaster. From our first year BHMS, we are learning about this. So Lachesis is commonly known as Bushmaster or a Surukuku snake. And as I mentioned earlier, it is from genus venomous pit vipers. The speciality, see, any vipers that will never bite you. See, example, I was going for a truck in Kerala, Wayanad. So I was passing through and one of my friends passed further. There was a Malabar pit viper. This Malabar pit viper, again, it's from the same family pit viper. It never strike. Then I passed and there was a tribe who was our guide. And he said, stop, this will bite. Which one? I said, see, look near your feet. Then I realized there was a snake and the snake was viper, completely yellow colored, and it was there right behind my foot and it was ready to strike. So this snake will detect the temperature, and when the first person passes, it will not bite, because by the time it realizes, it is very slow in perception. So by the time it realizes, it can't strike. So the person would have been passed. But the second person will be the always victim. So you should be very careful in the field. So because of the tribe that day, I definitely missed that snake bite. So, but this Lachesis, but all the other viper can do a single strike or 2 strike maximum, but Lachesis is capable of doing multiple bites. So means multiple strike it can give. That is the speciality of Lachesis. So Lachesis is not only our Lachesis muta. The third one is Lachesis muta, which is used in our Materia Medica. But there are the Lachesis acrocoda and Lachesis melanocephala and Lachesis Stenoperis. So these are the other four Lachesis which is again found near Brazil only. So one is in Costa Rica, Central America, and Colombia. So all are South American spiders. All are most venomous and most deadly Lachesis. So now we will come to Lachesis muta. So this is the second largest venomous snake in the world. The first is our king cobra. So India always stands first in this too. And our king cobra is the most venomous, and Lachesis is the second most venomous snake. And you can just observe the most amount of venom is produced to this Lachesis. Around 280 to 450 milligram of dried venom can be collected by Lachesis muta. So compared to our another remedy, Crotalus, the Crotalus, actually the regeneration of poison is bit slow. So, and it can be milked only once in a month. So how you milk from a cow or a buffalo, similarly there is in India more than legal, illegally they are taking the venom for the production of antivenom or the production of so-called drugs. But again, that is another myth where drugs is produced from snake venom. Yeah. So some reports suggest that these species produce large amount of venom that is weak compared to other vipers, because this Lachesis will have multiple bites, so the venom can get distributed. Like our Russell's viper, it gives a single strike. See, in snakes, more the juvenile, more the vigorous the strike, because juvenile, you see, we as we grow, our mind matures, so we know how to conserve the energy. Similarly, even in snakes, they don't know how to conserve the energy. They will totally inject whole venom, and similarly, like what we call in this corona time viral load. So similarly, the venom load will be too much, and the victim will die immediately. But as the snake's age progresses, the bite will be comparatively less compared to the juveniles. So another speciality of our Bushmaster is all the vipers will never lay eggs, but instead the egg will be laid inside the body and the juveniles will be coming out. But only in cobra or in rat snakes they will be laying egg. But this Lachesis is the only viper in the whole new world which can lay egg. Around 5 to 19 eggs they will be laying. So it is totally ulta or completely different than our usual pit vipers. So these are the photos where you can see the, if you have seen Russell's viper in India anywhere near your surrounding, you can just relate. It is almost double the size of our viper what we are seeing here. So almost the size of king cobra. So those who have never seen king cobra, in the interest point you can see this majestic king cobra, the most venomous snake, and you will never survive from the bite, because within 2 to 10 seconds the victim will be dead. That much high amount of neurotoxic venom this king cobra will be injecting. Now we'll see how did Dr. Herring prove Lachesis. So as you all know, this Lachesis is a gift for homeopathic materia medica by Dr. Herring, and how he proved it. First thing is, did he get bite from the snake? Do you think after getting snake bite, whether he has recorded the symptom? So answer is no, because as I mentioned you earlier, this Lachesis is the second most venomous snake, and if you get a bite, there is no chance of survival, because at least during that time when the Herring proved this, there was no antivenom, and no other system can definitely get you out of this venomous snake bite. So definitely he has not got bite. Whether did he drink the snake venom? Can anyone answer this? As audio is disabled, I can't hear you. So even I will say your answer. Anyway, most of them have studied Lachesis, and you know how Herring food. So this one is no, he didn't drink venom. See, we have to be very careful, because many of my friends here I have seen, at least the group who are hearing here are much aware. But many of my friends, especially even the from the allopathic side or Ayurvedic side, all are not aware of this. if you drink snake venom, it is nothing but a protein. So you won't die. It is actually how you, by doing gym, how you increase your body mass. Similarly, the snake venom can increase your body mass as it's a very good source of protein. So if there is any aphthous ulcer, serious peptic ulcer, that venom may go into your bloodstream and then you can die. So in a healthy person, if you drink a venom, it is just a protein, so there is no chance of death, and it won't produce any symptom too, because it's just a energy drink. So that's it. So Dr. Herring has not drank venom. So that is concluded. So the last one, third. So in Clark Dictionary Volume 2, it is mentioned that, so what is mentioned is actually Dr. Herring is from Germany, and he has went to Amazon forest through the German government zoology and the botanizing project with his wife. He has went there, and he was hearing about this Surukuku snake and so many stories, because we know you can relate to our cobra here. So many stories are there. Cobra will come on Nagara Panchami and drink milk. So all those stories how we have in India. Similarly, they were having many tales on the Surukuku snake, and Dr. Herring is a genius, and he was again curious about to see this snake. So he said, "Please, someone get me that snake." But all are very afraid, and no one agreed to get a snake. So what happened? There was one tribe there because of the bribe. What Dr. Herring said, they will be rewarded. All those things he has said. So finally a snake was bought in a bamboo box. So Dr. Herring opened that bamboo box, and suddenly Dr. Herring know to handle the snake, I guess. So he just pressed the head and to the sugar of milk. So he had a sugar of milk in his left hand ready, and he has pressed the venom to the sugar of milk. And afterwards, what the proving and all those things, it is seriously unclear, because it is said that after handling this virus means venom, while pressing to the sugar of milk, that caused him fever and tossing delirium and mania. This has been mentioned in Clark's dictionary and Herring's guiding symptom too. So this has been mentioned. So now, and he slept till morning, and then he asked his wife, "What did I say?" And he just noted, and these are the first few symptoms. What did he say? All this thing. What wife has noted is supposed to be the first symptom, but it is clearly mentioned that the majority and most of the symptoms are being taken from 30th potency or higher potency, and Dr. Herring has taken 8 years to enter this Lachesis to our Materia Medica. And also, Herring has celebrated the 50th anniversary in completing his work on Lachesis. So you have to see how workaholic was Dr. Herring. He has never stopped. And Dr. Herring, from his first year to 50th year, he has combined everything and to give us a beautiful remedy, Lachesis. Now the point comes. So the fact. See, any venom, as I said, the venom is a protein, and if the venom is not a volatile thing, or like our kerosene or petrol or a sanitizer to evaporate. So if you inhale the venom also, nothing will happen. So the first thing what Dr. Herring said, that he went to delirium and mania, cannot be true at all, because even after you dry the venom, that is called as lipilization, what we call, and very cold freezing we do that, and if you take that venom and if you inhale also, it is just like a talcum powder, and you may get maximum allergic sneezing. Even in king cobra's venom, it will not cause anything. So leave vipera. So the venom will not cause any symptoms in the crude form. So, and at least through inhaling or even by drinking. So what the thing what he said, he slept till morning and then he asked why when he went to mania, that cannot be true at all. But what is true is, he has proved everything in 30th and higher potency, because after potentization, the symptoms comes, and when the healthy person takes, the symptom is been noted. All those things are right, rather than claiming that the first thing what he went to delirium and mania cannot be true. So as I said you, there are no chances that Dr. Herring has inhaled venom and inhale sugar of milk. And if he inhaled also, it doesn't cause any fainting or maniac complaint. So as mentioned earlier, it has been proved in 30th and further potency. So initial description mentioned does not have any scientific basis and it is a myth. Yeah, now myths on doctrine of signature. So snakes and the fact, we will discuss it. So many people believe that snakes can hear sound. See, I can hear sound, the birds can hear sound, again animals can hear sound, but the lower animals from snakes, spiders, everything, they will never hear sound, and snakes can hear only very low frequency from 200 to 500 hertz range it can hear, and they don't have ear, and they can't hear talking or music, even a gunshot they can't hear. And yes, snakes are very sensitive to vibration. Yeah, if you hit the ground and if you go, and you can hear that vibration. And there is a widespread belief that if you kill a snake, it would return to take revenge. So it happens here, at least in Mysore. If you kill a snake, what happens? Next day another snake will be there. So all will be believed that, oh, we have killed a snake, it has got punarjanma and it has come back to take a revenge on it. And snakes can take revenge up to 12 years. So again, it's a myth. See, snakes have very small brain, and that brain is almost useless and they can't think. At least few of our spiders can think, but these snakes cannot think, and they leave the revenge, and they can't get a punarjanma because it's just a momentary action. Whatever snake, when you go, it will detect the temperature and it has to bite. It's just a natural instinct. Other than that, they don't have any brain and they can't plan to. So it's a myth again. And when a snake is killed, it releases a musk. Musk means some special odor. So that odor you can't smell. That will be actually smelled only by the Jacobian gland, which is there in the snake. And that so any snake is killed means that territory is incomplete. So these snakes are territorial. When I am there, I can't allow Dr. Harsha to come to my clinic and practice. So like that. Similarly, when a snake is there, that snake will never allow another snake to come. So when it is being killed, it releases a musk. So that means the other snake will be known that, oh, that territory is empty. So let me visit there. Let me have a check and let me see how it is working. So like that, well, the other snake will be replacing the another snake. So that snake will never come back again. So male snakes mate. So snake personalities are homosexual. So this is very common thing. Many would have seen in newspapers or everywhere in the cuttings that two snakes will be coiled like this, and the two snakes will be male. And so we think that snake personalities are homosexual. So again, the fact is no. So male spider doesn't mate. See this perversion. So homosexuality is nothing but it is sexual perversion. Though some country may claim it is legal, or even in India there may be a fight that homosexual sexuality should be legal. But again, whatever, the nature has never designed a male to combat with male. So that we undoubtedly that is a perversion. So that perversion has come only to the humans. Any other organism other than humans are never homosexual. So even snakes, the male snakes doesn't mate with another male. So what is the reason? We'll just go further. See, during breeding time, female releases a pheromone. Pheromone means nothing but a perfume. You can call how we to attract a female or a female to attract a male. How our TV media advertises a perfume. Similarly, these female snakes will release a scent or a pheromone that is nothing but a scent trail we call. So male follow the trail. Okay, so there will be everywhere the perfume will be there. What is produced by a female, and many males will be smelling that, and males will follow female. Okay, in some snakes, especially in rat snake or a keelback. Keelback is a snake which is seen commonly in your pond. There is so much competition for males, and many snakes come there. Many males comes there. So when a male comes means there should be some adventure, right? So what will they do is they will do just a fighting. So two male will just coil themselves together and it is nothing but a combat dance. So which snake win? That snake is eligible to mate with a female. So it is nothing but a wrestling match. It runs hours together. Yeah. So this is a beautiful photo taken by one of my friend called Ravi Shankar. These are the photo of rat snake. So both the snakes here, what you can see here is male rat snake, and you can see how they are fighting. So it is not mating; it is rather a fighting, or it is called as a combat dance. Now we'll see. Does our any solvers has mentioned about homosexuality? Yes. So Catherine Coulter, a famous doctor who has mentioned about the homosexuality in Brazilian bushmaster. So she has said that in a zoo there, where two males were kept and they were mating, all those things have been documented, she says. But so in this modern era, for anything to believe, that has to be published in peer-reviewed journal. See, even we homeopaths, if we have the great results or anything, if it is published in the peer-reviewed journal, then the strength will increase and your claim will never be lost. See, so so many good works are happening nowadays because even in the corona time, many of our cases are being published in peer-reviewed journal, especially in ResearchGate, many are being published. And when it is being published in such a journal, it has stuff. And the homosexuality, I referred from top to bottom. No peer-reviewed journal of in any snake has authoritatively documented this homosexuality nature. So that it definitely is a false claim. And again, how the bushmasters are there? See, this bushmaster, maximum 18 hours of mating will be there through the female is the maximum, especially in zoo. But in wild, it lasts only for 50 minutes. So 50 minutes is the maximum. The lower is the ResearchGate link. What you anyone interested can take a screenshot and can refer there. And how a Brazilian bushmaster life cycle, how a male approaches female, everything is been documented in natural condition. So in a zoo, because these snakes have been frustrated and they may mate for more than 10 hours, but in nature, only 50 minutes maximum mating, especially in Brazilian bushmaster. Yes, snake means not only in a homeopathic thing or even astrology or any palmistry takers, anyone use think snake means sex. If you get a dream of snake, it means you are having some sexual thought or sexual perversion, all those things come. So snakes are considered as symbol of sex. Again, the fact is, see, we may at least I am in the field of snakes and spiders for last 12 15 years and I have never seen a snake's mating. So this mating is very secretive. So they will never come and mate in open. That male combat dance is very open because they are never bothered who is looking or anything. But the mating is always secretive and it is always under the leaf litter or under the bush. So you will never see a mating. And like humans, this is not everyday happening. This sex thing. So mating is always seasonal. And as I said, female will be releasing a pheromone and only the male will just smell the scent and then it will approach. So male, if female doesn't produce any pheromone, male is not at all interested in female. So we can't say that males are highly sexual active in snakes or anything. Nothing. Actually, it's opposite. Females are active and they will be releasing the pheromones and males will be following it. So claiming snake as a symbol of snake is just our hypothetical thing and it doesn't have any scientific evidence. And snake have very good eyesight and it can recognize you. So again, it's a myth, especially when in our Lachesis or any viper, the snake's vision is very poor and they can't see anything except they can see some color or anything. and only rat snake and our cobra is having very good eyesight, and not the other, only the naja is having good eyesight in our materia medica. All the 9 snake having poor eyesight. Rather, they have some, see, when the snake mouth is there, in the tip they will be having one gland called Jacobian gland. Okay, through that Jacobian gland, they can sense the temperature nearby, and only by sensing the temperature, only they will be recognizing the prey or anything, and they are moving rather than the eyesight. So I'll proceed further. Now we'll see what our master Dr. Samuel Hahneman has said about doctrine of signature. So not in the end of the aphorism, in the beginning, in the 110th aphorism only, he has strictly said, never prescribe any medicine through its drug nature or doctrine of signature. So 110 aphorism, it is clearly said. I will read that. The only way to know or learn the medicinal powers of the drug is that it should able to show changes in healthy human being which are very similar to the changes that are produced in diseased state, but not by smell, taste or appearance of the drug, nor by their chemical analysis, nor by the employment of several of them at one time in a mixture of disease. So his intention was that in future people should not treat patients based on idea of doctrine of signature. Again, this is being published in a journal. So see, I will say how it will be misleading when we go through in the doctrine of signature. And again, let us move further. In aphorism 265, what Dr. Hahneman has said is, it should be a matter of conscience with him to be thoroughly convinced in every case that the patient always takes the right medicine, and therefore he must give the patient the correct chosen medicine prepared moreover by himself. So this is the ideal way to dispense medicine. So that is prepare by himself. See, you can just observe during Dr. Hahneman era or in Dr. Herring era, they were going to forest, they were collecting the raw material and they were taking it, they were potentizing it, they were preparing their own medicine and they were dispensing. But now the scenario where we are, in this modern era, we are seeing more than 100 patients every day, many of them, and it is impossible to prepare the medicine, and even it is impossible now to dispense our own medicine. So in this time, we don't have time to go out of our clinic and we are not seeing the nature at all. And without seeing the nature, without seeing a snake, and without knowing how the snake works, and it is impossible to just see someone has written something about a snake and relate that to doctrine of signature. It cannot be a truth. We have to be in the field and we have to experience the nature, then we can see. So if we are like Hahneman, if we are preparing our own medicine, then we will be going to forest and then we will be seeing the raw materials and then we will be understanding more about the nature of the medicine. So in this era, it is at least for many, it is not at all possible to go make free themselves and go out and prepare medicine. So it is not correct to relate a doctrine of signature again. And I can say you, there is a proverb, what mind does not know, I cannot see. Eyes cannot see. So this one of my guru, Dr. Manohar, will be saying always when hunting about the rubrics. So what your mind doesn't know, we can't see. So similarly, this happens. See, can you see a photo here? What can you see? I am talking about snakes, but I have shown a photo of spiders. Again, I will give you a justification here. Though I am speaking about snakes, my major interest is on spiders, and I'm working more on spiders, and I have published many journals, many articles in journals only on spiders. So you just see the spider. Can you make out what it is? So how Lachesis is the major snake remedy. Similarly, our major spider remedy is Tarantula hispanica. So this spider is nothing but Tarantula hispanica. Sorry, it is from the family of Tarantula hispanica, is called as wolf spider. You can see this wolf spider carrying many spiderlings. See here, you can see in its abdomen there are many small creatures. They are the juveniles of the spiders. Okay, so this spider, this tarantula spider usually take care of spiderlings till they get mature. So one of the best parents in entire spider group. So very affectionate spider it is. So similarly, Tarantula hispanica also has the same behavior. But can we take affectionate in Tarantula? You just repertorize and see affectionate rubric. There is no mention about this thing, what Tarantula. So you can't take this Tarantula. But in reality, these Tarantulas are very affectionate. So if you consider this affectionate, oh, I am seeing this a very affectionate nature in this wolf spider. So these wolf spiders are very affectionate, and affectionate patient, if I prescribe tarantula, that will not work, because in proving of tarantula, the affectionate nature has not come. So whatever in proving it has come, that has to be taken, not the doctrine of signature. If we take like that, in snakes also there are many nature of snake, what we are not at all noticing it, and we can't relate that all nature in our materia medica angle. So if we do so, that will be entire wrong, and we may lose the patients. So I could have given the example of snake, but my field is on spider, so I have not taken from the snake kingdom again. So whether we can definitely relate some proved symptom with doctrine of signature. It helps in easy understanding of the remedy. I will give you some example. See, the bushmaster is warm-blooded and avoids sunlight and heat, going underground and in the higher elevation where it is cooler. Likewise, Lachesis people are also warm-blooded, especially during illness, and aggravated in the heat. See, this is the proved symptom, and that proved symptom, if it is present in the nature, you can definitely relate, so that it is very easy to understand. So I agree that. But the bushmaster is nocturnal, and therefore it hunts and feeds during the night. Similarly, Lachesis patients can stay up throughout the night without feeling tired. Again, I am relating the doctrine of signature to the proved symptom. So when you relate the doctrine of signature to the proved symptom, it makes sense, rather than taking all the doctrine of signature and relating all unproved symptoms. So the bushmaster are very heavy muscular nature, and similarly the Lachesis person also are heavy. Again, it's a doctrine of signature. Now we'll come to another point. The bushmaster tongue continuously waggles as it moves, and similarly Lachesis person is also have to be the most loquacious tongue in our materia medica. Here we have to know, not only Lachesis, all snakes will be continuously wagging their tongue like this. They will be putting out of the tongue. So yes, for the convenience purpose, if we take locations, no problem. But we have to have some knowledge about that. Why that snakes make that? The snakes may waggle the tongue only for the communication and nothing to do with the talk, because snakes can't talk. So the waggling of the tongue is for the communication, for sensing the temperature around by through the Jacobian angle, Jacobian gland. Now we'll go further for a snake bite myth. See here, I am showing you two photos where poisonous bite and non-poisonous bite. Again, you never use poisonous, because this was a WhatsApp forward I have just put here. So snakes are not poisonous. It should be always venomous. Venomous bite and non-venomous bite. See, in cobra, the bite will be like this. King cobra bite will be like this. Krait will be like this. Coral snake will be like this. Viper will be like this. Yes, and ideally, when it is in exactly 180 degree and it bites like all the bite marks will be like this. But usually the snake bite will be always accidental, and snake will be more hurried than us and more worried than us. So the snake bite will be never in the ideal angle, like how they have shown in this photo. Poisonous will be like this, and non-poisonous venomous will be like this. So when a patient comes, especially who are practicing in a rural setup, many will be coming to homeopaths only for a bite, and you have to manage it very well. So by considering this bite mark, oh, this is non-venomous, this is venomous, if you do that, it will be a blunder. Because I have seen many venomous bite, snake bite will be looking like a non-venomous snake bite because the angle will be changed. So again, this is another myth. Not only homeopaths, many are the allopathic doctors who are in the rural setup are doing this mistake, and they are making patient to die only because of the poor judgment. So any questions you can ask in a chat box, and I will conclude here. So doctrine of signature is always misleading. Our interpretation may not be correct. So how I said in tarantula, same thing. Our interpretation may not be correct. Many symptoms that are proved or clinically, take a symptom only that are proved or clinically verified. And we can definitely relate the proved symptom with doctrine of signature so that it will be easy to remember. And finally, we must be updated and relate the current facts and development in science without harming and compromising with the basic principle of homeopathy. So I would like to thank okay, now we'll go to the question and answer session, and later I will conclude by thanks. So any question, I think Dr. Harsha can take the questions.
Any questions you can type in chat box. Any question, any doubt, or any clarification you want. Question from Giridhar. As being a homeopath, how we will manage a snake bite, sir?
Okay. Good question. Yeah, as a homeopath, I am in practicing in city. I am in a farm setup. See, I can give my personal experience. I got a snake bite, and my 6-year-old son also got a snake bite. Both the snake bite were managed by me because both the snakes were non-venomous. So it was a keelback snake. See, the moment a snake, my son got bitten by a snake, and he shouted, "Oh, snake!" and he just started crying. So even I was very panicked, and I went to him and I saw the bite marks. Yes, it was looking like a non-venomous snake, but still I was not happy because this can mislead. So I said, "Where was the snake?" He said, "It went there." So I just followed there and saw a snake, and as I have a basic knowledge of the snake, I identified it as non-venomous keelback. So I just applied some. I washed the snake bite area and I applied turmeric, and I just made calm of my wife, my parents, and my workers there, because more than us, the workers around by will be very panicked. Oh, get them, rush to hospital, everything. So you have to be very calm. Don't make anxious, and don't make him to drink water, because if it's a venomous snake, drinking water is also not good. So all those basic necessary thing we have to do. So why I said about big four, that is the common krait and saw scale viper and cobra, cause these four are the major snakes what are making more death here. So if you rule out the four major snake, 99% the snake will be non-venomous. So easily you can manage there. And if it's a venomous snake, the main thing is, don't like how we studied in our forensic medicine, tie the knot, or put a stick and put a knot, everything. That is all now in this scientific era. That is not at all good, because that will make the blood circulation to lose. So just take him immediately to the nearby hospital and BHMS. See, in Mysore there are 2 hospitals where anti-venoms are available. So you in your area just see where the snake venom anti-venoms are available. Take the person to the nearest hospital where anti-venom is available. That is the only reliable thing we can, or a justice we can do to the snake bite, rather than managing ourselves. Yes.
From Harinath Sharma. What medicine should be carried in first aid box of a trek team in Western? That has plenty of poisonous sake. And doctor, I want to correct you, it's not poisonous, it's venom sake. While going to Western Ghats, what medicines to be carried for first aid box?
Okay, I suggest more than in the first aid box, if you go for a trekking in Western Ghats, just put a good gumboots so that your legs will be safe, so that snake bite will not be there. And if you get a venomous bite, means it is not that easy, because the very professional thing like our the BBC and National Geographic Channel people will be carrying the anti-venom. So, and there is a thing called sucking equipment, again vacuum sucker. So that will be also no much of use. So you pray that you will never get a bite. And if you get bite from some wasp or anything, definitely our Ladampol or Apis mellifica will be helpful. So this is my experience. So many may differ from that. So in Western Ghats, usually, yeah, when you are moving in a group, the snake bite chances are very, very less, because by your vibration, snakes are more worried than you and they will be running away. So don't worry. And again, king cobra will never bite. So no much worry, because king cobra is the snake what is seen in Western Ghats.
Question from Dr. Dimple. Jealousy comes from which doctrine of signature, sir?
Yeah, as I said, the jealousy can be proved symptom. I don't know whether, because I have not seen because jealousy definitely, Lachesis I have given for the jealousy person, but snakes are never jealousy. So as I said, when a snake is been killed, the other snake will be replacing them only by the musk produced by the killed snake. So snakes are never jealousy, and you can't take jealousy as a doctrine of signature, because snakes are not. Only we human may be jealous, but snakes are not. But while proving in 30th potency or more, there will be the symptom of jealous it has come. So that symptom has entered our materia medica, not through doctrine of signature.
There is a question from Dr. Manjunath. Sir, why do Ophidia, Lachesis, Crotalus, hate towards people, misanthropy?
No, not Lachesis or Crotalus. No snakes will be having hate towards people. Rather, snakes are afraid of humans. So they will never follow you and they will bite you. So if you accidentally step on a snake, that will bite. If you are going nearby also, the viper will never care. They will never bite. So don't worry. So the snake will never have any revenge or having hate towards humans. So that is a myth again.
There is a question from Dr. Shiv. Have you ever managed a venomous bite purely by homeopathy?
No, no. I have, in my farm, there were two workers who got bite, one from cobra, one from viper, and I have just made a first aid and cleaned the area, and took him through my car, and I was aware that because I made sure that patient is not sleeping, and I was just talking to him, and we were having some cracking some good jokes, and we were just encouraging his moral support. Because rather, mainly when a snake bite, how in corona, most of them are afraid of corona and they are dying. Similarly, in snake bite, because of the quantity of venom and because of worry, the people are dying. And again, we have to see the venomous snake bite. Most of the time, it may be a dry bite, because the snake doesn't want to waste the venom, so they may not strike properly. They will just strike the hood, and they will not inject any venom. So there are chances of survival. And many people who claim that we have treated a snake bite without antivenom, again it may be false, because it can be a dry bite most of the cases. When venom is injected, the antivenom is must.
There is a question from Sunita. Tell something about black mamba.
Okay, sorry, black mamba, again it is not an Indian snake, and yeah, one of the most aggressive and most venomous snakes like our king cobra. Only that much I know. Sorry. So I think if you type Google and you see what you can see, only that much I know, because I don't have much experience. Any Indian snake definitely I can say, rather than the exotic snakes.
I have a question, sir. Sir, how
Yeah.
can we relate suspicious in this doctrine of signature?
Yeah, again, suspicious, again, I don't think, not I don't think, we can't relate through doctrine of signature. We can relate through proved symptoms, not through doctrine of signature, because it is a myth again. Because, see, if we say that snakes are suspicious, means we are doing something wrong to the snakes actually, because snakes are not so. Snakes are never suspicious, and yeah, humans are suspicious. I agree, but not the other like snakes or spiders are suspicious. So don't relate through doctrine of signature. Rather than that, yes, when you have a clinically verified symptom, if it is a proved symptom, definitely we can take, not through doctrine of signature.
There are no more. There are no more questions.
Hello, what about the neck sensitivity?
Which one?
Neck sensitivity.
Yeah,
Seen in
that's a very
Ophidia.
good question. Yes, snakes neck sensitivity is there. There are two ways to handle a snake. One is to the tail. If you take through the tail, snakes are surrendered, and again through the neck. If you handle through the neck, snake can't bite you. So neck sensitivity is there. That doctrine of signature can be taken because it's a proved symptom again, and all the snakes have neck sensitivity, and in all our Ophidia, neck or the chest or abdomen sensitivity is also noted in symptom, and taking neck sensitivity is good way. So good question, and neck sensitivity is there.
No more questions, sir.
Oh, okay. So I thank to Dr. Prasanna Kumar, who is my mentor, who I studied in Father Muller's Homeopathic Medical College, and I did my internship and all the works under Dr. Prasanna Kumar. And I thank Dr. Manohara MC, who is our inspiration throughout my clinical practice, also in the field of herpetology and arachnology, and he is the main reason for this presentation. So thank you very much, sir. And I thank Dr. Harsha, who is my close friend, and many of the slide correction is done by Dr. Harsha. So it will be my mistake if I won't thank Dr. Harsha especially. And that doesn't mean that I am not thanking all my other friends, because I have many friends in the field of homeopathy and field of arachnology. So I thank you everyone. And the special thanks is to Dr. Muktinder Singh, who is very open, and without any hesitation he has given his whole platform to me today to present. So thank you, Dr. Muktinder, for allowing me to talk and giving me a platform. Thank you very much, sir. So thank you. I'm ending my session through a beautiful photo of this spectacle cobra. Thank you.
Dr. Harsha. Dr. Harsha.
Yeah, Dr. Kamaljit, sir, can you please give a vote of thanks?